Hey guys, it's CSFan001 here, welcoming you to another one of those trophy list analysis videos. It has been quite a long time since I've done one of these. I just haven't really had a lot of good games to do one for. Just haven't really found a whole lot of games I wanted to do one for. So today's game is Wolfenstein Youngblood. It is a spin-off type Wolfenstein game. Not necessarily spin-off. I don't know if it's going to be considered canon or not, but it's set in like the 1980s in France, and it's fully playable in co-op, and I believe it's probably going to be canon, but it is going to be more of a spin-off the way that Old Blood was. So the game comes with 61 total trophies worth 1,230 points, 1 platinum, 1 gold, 5 silvers, 54 bronzes. I apologize if my audio sounds a bit off. I'm not recording this in my apartment. I'm recording this back home without all my gear, so unfortunately the audio quality may not be as good, but this trophy list just came out and I wanted to do a video on it because it's Wolfenstein, so let's get to it. Alright, so the Platinum Trophy is simply called Youngblood, Unlock All Trophies, and this game does not appear to have multiple lists the way most Wolfenstein games do. Most of them have two different versions, a normal version and like a German version, but this one does not seem to have that available. At least it hasn't come out at the time this is being recorded yet. Maybe it will eventually, though. So, we have what looks like one multiplayer trophy from what I saw before. Teamwork. Complete a mission with a co-op player. That is a bronze. Actually, almost all the trophies are bronze. As long as you can replay missions in this game, which you could not do in the new Colossus, as long as you can replay missions, then that is not going to be a problem at all. Complete a single mission in co-op. Should not cause any issue. Resistor. Kill 500 enemies. Swatter. Kill 20 drones. Immovable Object. Kill 10 charging super soldaten. Bomber, kill 50 enemies using explosives. Supreme Ninja, kill 50 enemies using thrown weapons. Stealthy, stealthily kill 50 enemies. Ripper, kill 75 enemies using takedowns. Trigger Happy, fire 100,000 shots. Prepper, pick up 250 loot supplies. I'm assuming that means like items you can loot as well as like armor and ammo and stuff like that. A Red Mist, gore 150 enemies, always fun. Rasputin, revive or get revived 25 times. So this one, I don't know if this one is multiplayer required or not. What I'm wondering is, I'm not entirely sure if you have your partner with you at all times while playing through the game solo and you can like switch between them. I'm not entirely sure because I feel like I didn't hear that much about this game, and given that it was Bethesda and their E3 conference was pretty disastrous, I didn't pay too much attention to most of it. So that could be a multiplayer trophy, or that might be able to be done solo. If the game is split-screen co-op, then you could easily do that and the other trophy just with 2 controllers. Otherwise, this one you will have to do with another player, but that's at least very easy. Just revive or get revived 25 times. It would probably come naturally if you're playing through the whole game in co-op. Intruder, get through 10 code locks. Partisan, complete all missions. So that's basically complete the story. Airborne, kill 50 enemies while airborne. Sting like a bee. Stealth kill 10 super soldaten. Hardboiled, kill 100 enemies while dual wielding. Right tool for the job, kill 75 enemies using the weapon type that's most effective against their shield type. That's a little odd for a Wolfenstein game, but probably pretty easy. Heavy artillery, tuck a hammer weapon away for later. Not sure exactly what that involves, but it's probably pretty easy. American football, kill 50 enemies with your crush ability. Sounds pretty awesome. Is it our Clemson front four again? Predator, kill an enemy within 3 seconds of uncloaking 50 times. That sounds like that could actually be a little bit more grindy depending on the number of enemies available in the game, but it's probably not too hard. Supportive, perform 100 pep signals. I kind of doubt that has to be done in co-op, but it might be. Like, I would think that you could just hit a button to do it, but maybe you have to do that one in co-op. I'm not entirely sure. Tactical, fully upgrade a weapon brand. Kitted out, obtain 10 weapons upgrades. Gearhead, our first silver trophy, obtain all improved weapons upgrades. So those are presumably collectibles or related to leveling up the way that the other Wolfenstein games were. A Better You, obtain 5 abilities. Extra Everything, obtain 15 abilities. More Human Than Human, another silver, obtain all abilities. So again, I'm assuming that's going to be similar to the previous Wolfenstein games where you get those either through collectibles or through leveling up by either XP or killing enemies in certain ways. So yeah. See My Vest, obtain 5 power armor skins. That seems pretty easy. Now we get to a few interesting trophies that I'm not entirely sure how these are going to work. Brother 1, Brother 2, and Brother 3, all silver. Defeat the Uber Guard in Brothers 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if that's like an arena boss or if that's an actual level that you have to go through like later in the game or something. I kind of doubt that it's a level. I assume it's some kind of arena or challenge mode, though, something probably a little bit more complicated given that they're all individual trophies and they're silvers, so that's my assumption for those. Not 100% sure, but that would make the most sense. Now we have what looks like some silver, or some, not silver, story-related trophies. God Key, obtain the God Key. Plain Sight, enter Lab X. World's Best Dad, meet up with your father. Among Friends, link up with the Resistance. Airship Down, defeat Winkler. So I'm assuming those are all story-related trophies. I believe the game also has side missions. Explorer, open 200 supply crates. Expert Explorer, open all red supply crates. That's a collectible type. Tribute, obtain the souvenir from Dunwall. That is a either collectible or side mission related. Audiophile, find all cassette tapes. Another collectible type. Librarian, find all readables. Hacker, find all floppy disks. 3D, find all 3D glasses. Banker, find 60,000 coins. So I'm assuming coins are going to be some kind of currency. Maybe you can actually use currency to buy and upgrade stuff in this game. That's my assumption. Dark Days, enter all undergrounds. Cinephile, find all UVK covers. One Woman Army, achieve mastery level 10 with all weapons. Gunslinger, achieve mastery level 10 with the pistole, however you want to pronounce it from Uncharted. Chopper, a cloud of lead. Electric field, dust to dust. Demolition woman, hammer time. Obtain mastery level 10 with the Sturmgewehr, Kugelgewehr, Elektrokraftwerk, Laserkraftwerk, Dieselkraftwerk, and a hammer weapon. Spray and Pray, get the strap, chop and slice. Achieve mastery level 10 with the Blitzgewehr, machine pistol, and a melee weapon. So those are all, basically, I'm assuming those are going to be for just fully upgrading and getting a bunch of kills with all the different weapons in the game. That seems very simple. It seems like the game's just loaded with combat, like possibly even more than the previous Wolfenstein games. Now we have 2 more remaining trophies. God Mode, kill 50 enemies with their own bullets. Now, I'm not sure how that's supposed to work. That seems a little bit odd, but I guess maybe you reflect them off of something, maybe. That's my assumption. And finally, Viva la Revolution. That is the lone gold trophy, and it is kill Lothar, who is presumably the final boss of the game. So overall, this trophy list is quite interesting, to say the least, for a Wolfenstein game. It's very different from the previous Wolfenstein games. Like, the Wolfenstein The New Order had, like, maybe over half of its trophies related to just upgrades and stuff. Whereas, Old Blood was sort of like that, but it also had the challenge mode. New Colossus had a good mix of different stuff with upgrades, collectibles, all that kind of stuff. This one's interesting, though, because literally, like, a majority of the trophies are basically grinding out different types of kills, a few for completing the game, and then like grinding out all your abilities and stuff. There could be up to 3 multiplayer trophies, anywhere from 1 to 3, depending on a couple of those, depending on exactly how the co-op works. So no more than 3 multiplayer trophies, none of which are difficult, which is a good thing. Along with that, though, an interesting thing is there are no difficulty-related trophies to this game. And from what I've heard, Mayan Lieben is not a part of it in the first place, but there aren't even any difficulty-related trophies. So that's quite interesting. That means you can do everything on the easiest difficulty. So that's going to make finishing the game and stuff a lot easier, especially since it doesn't say that there are any limitations to doing the trophies in co-op versus solo. So presumably you could play through the whole game in co-op on the easiest difficulty. So therefore, unless there's something really, really difficult in here, some of the collectibles are super hard to find, which there will be guides for those. So unless there's something super difficult hidden in here that I'm not sure about, such as perhaps those brother trophies that I'm not really sure about, unless there's something like that, then I would put this game at about a 3 out of 10 and probably 30 to 40 hours to platinum, depending on how long it is. However, I will say, if you were thinking of getting this game day one for trophies, not for playing it, but for trophies, if you were thinking of doing that, I would suggest holding off, because I have a bit of a sneaking suspicion in the back of my mind that the developers are just going to decide to give sort of a middle finger to the people who complained about Mayan Leben and New Colossus and add in a DLC with Mayan Leben difficulty, it wouldn't surprise me at all, and that's the one thing I'd be worried about if you only care about this game for the trophies. If you care about it for the potential fun of the gameplay and stuff, then, go ahead and play it. I mean, don't let the trophies stop you from playing it. But the game comes out worldwide on PS4 on July 26, 2019. It appears to only have one list. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you for the next one.